Testing, testing, 1, 2.
No, we're live. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Lohas Rink here in Chongqing, Hong Kong, China. This is the HKL. We are in Game 3 of the semi-finals between the Black Dragons and the Hong Kong Pandas. These two teams are tied in the best-of-3 series, and a win tonight will send them to the gold medal games next Monday, and they will be playing against the Toro Bulls. And the loser today would be placed in the bronze medal game. Also next Monday, they will play up against the Aviators. Good evening, my name is Scott Yang, alongside with Tim Poon. This is the HKL, organized by the Hong Kong China Ice Hockey Association, powered by Power Play Sports and Entertainment. Tim, any of your predictions for this game here tonight?
It is going to come down to goaltending, I think, as we're missing a few players. Tonight, so a little more challenging for the Dragons, but I predict a very close game.
So these two teams, they are tied one game apiece. And this is going to be the deciding game for them all. They played a hard season, and a season interrupted by all sorts of different events. Now they're down to one final game. There'll be some player changes, and we will report those to you as the game goes on. 3 full periods of 20 minutes each. We will have just one game today, as the other series has already been concluded, and that's the start of the game. Hong Kong Panda in the traditional red, and the Black Dragons, of course, in their black jerseys, and Hong Kong Panda with the move early on in the game. As I continue to sort out the scoreboards, now it's done. We could go back into the game. Albert Persons, Andrew Lee with a shot. The goalie for the Black Dragons, Rexton Chui. On the other side for the Hong Kong Pandas, Moses Fung through the top. Young goaltenders here in Hong Kong, China. They play for both the under-18 men's ice hockey team, the squad, Hong Kong Chinese representative team, as well as the men's senior team. They're also featured on our Saturday night club league, which will resume action this coming Saturday. Both organized by the Hong Kong China Ice Hockey Association. Shots on goals, Hong Kong Panda coming out early, strong. Great start. A couple of notable players missing from the Black Dragons bench. Joseph Latour is out, and Ben McCaskill's a game time decision. We are not seeing him yet. So chances are he may not be making the game. Face off in the Hong Kong Panda zone. Chris Antonelli wins the face-off. A long shot from 98 Isaac Chan. It's going to be a great opportunity for the Hong Kong Panda, and we don't know if Ben McCaskill is coming yet. So it is to the best interest of the Hong Kong Panda to score as soon as he can, just in case if Big Ben Mac comes back onto the ice, and there's going to be a delay penalty, or is it not? We saw the goalie coming out. It is. We saw Rexton Chui rushing out, but it's the wrong goalie to get out, because the delay penalty is against the Black Dragons. Albert Persons goes in with a shot and saved by the goalie. Albert Persons going in. Makes a couple of moves, gets right in front of the goalie with a puck in midair, tries to bat it in, and going behind, coming right after him, it's Lucas Eschleman trying to bang in the rebound, and Rexton Tree is there to stop everything. 1, 2 saves for the Pads. Red Wilcox sends the puck down deep, killing some precious time off the clock. Ryan Lee. Still a minute 38 to go in the power play. Eschleman with the steal. Now here's Red Wilcox. Wilcox tries to go past Whitney Olsen. Puck deflected by Olsen off the boards. Now controlled by Albert Persons. Persons to Olsen. Back to Persons. Persons gets past the blue line with a shot. This one deflected out of bounds onto the scoreboard, and we will have the face-off in the Black Dragon zone with a minute and 9 seconds to go in the power play. What do you think about the game so far, Timmy?
A little bit hesitant on both sides, and I don't see him shooting enough right now.
That's another way of saying not a good game so far. It's Tom Allen. Because it's a very crucial game for these two teams. Of course, they would say they don't put a lot of emphasis on whether to win the game or not, but deep inside everyone wants to win because these are players. And there's some really aggressive and confident players who really would like to win this game and send the team into the finals. Tom Allen on the right. And so far, my money's on the Hong Kong Pandas, just because missing the Tor and the Caskill is such a great deal. Oh, great, huge blow. But here comes number 11, Lau Chi Lok, with a near breakaway. Fast back check from Tom Allen. Gets it back to Olsen. Olsen and Kirsten's been on the ice for an awfully long time. Here's the Hong Kong Pandas. 92. That should be Kim Hengland. Forgot to bring his jersey. '16, Catherine Lai. Here is Kersons again on the left side. Hengland on the right. Kerson still with the puck. Gets it back to Andrew Lee with a shot. Saved by the goalie. Tim Hengland goes on. Oh, and here's a penalty, a high sticking penalty. I wonder where that come from. Now here's the shot. Let's pay attention to number 9 as well for a high stick. I don't see it. Probably earlier on in the game. Or it's Hengland. I don't really know where the high stick came from. Let's take a look at that play again. Hengland on the right. Probably got the stick on the goalie, and she saw Hengland going to check out the goalie immediately after the shot. So it's going to be a power play for the Black Dragons. Rhett Wilcox, we've seen him before on a team. Very, very short-handed. McCaskill's missing. Joseph, of course, missing. We've seen this before. And that's exactly when Rhett Wilcox shines the most. Going to step up a few notches. Look at how hard he skates back. He's already in his own zone, preparing in anticipation of a breakout of the Hong Kong Pandas. Here's Wilcox with a nice feed to the right side to number 59, Ryan Wong. Here comes the Pandas, number 15, Carl Mock. Mock tries to get it to Joe Cheng. That one's offside. And there's going to be a penalty. It's an interference call. That's going to be on the Black Dragons on Brandon Louis, number 89, and that's going to be it for the power play. The officiating crew today. The referees, Tim Chui and Greg Roussel. The linesman, Robert Wong and Teddy Chan. It's going to be 4-4. A little confusion of who's on and who's supposed to be on and off ice. Quickly sorted out. Panda with the face-off win. Olsen with a long shot deflected by Kersons right in front of the net. Saved by Rexton Chui.
Wilcox is going to be playing a lot tonight. A lot.
Yeah, we've seen this happen over and over again this season. He's just, I don't know what's the right word to describe him.
I'd go with workhorse. He'll be a workhorse tonight.
Yeah, I don't even know if that's politically correct anymore. Well, what about horses? You know, what's wrong with horses? Iron Man, I don't know. But we've seen this. I still remember last time we did it. I mean, with a very, very short bench. He was on the ice almost, I don't know, 2/3 of the game. And by the final 7 to 8 minutes, he was visibly done. He was just done. But every single time he's on the ice, he's just going to try as hard as he can, and that's just the player he is. So hopefully some of the kids can pick up these positive traits from these veteran players. 53 seconds remaining on the power play to Brandon Lui. Tim Hengland's back on ice, and now the Hong Kong Pandas have a shortened power play. Still no score, but quite a lot of shots now, 9-5 in favor of the Pandas. While we're at it, thanks to Puck Empire for being a great sponsor for the entire season, your number one source for North American hockey news, also part owner of the Hong Kong Panda, your source for your Vancouver Canuck news. Well, I mean, there are other Canadian, North American teams, but sorry, we don't care about them here in Vancouver. Tim Hengland with a nice feed to Olsen. Olsen with a one-timer. That one went off the boards. Puck goes back. Andrew Lee feeds it back to Persson. Persson with a nice spot. Feeds it to Eschleman. Eschleman with the back protecting the puck. Gets it to Tom Allen with a shot slightly screened. And Brendan Lui back on the ice now. Both teams back to 5 apiece. Still no scored in this crucial game 3 of the semi-finals between the Hong Kong Panda and the Black Dragons.
Lots of shots, but all from the outside.
Gatorade, the official sports drink of the HKL. Quench your thirst with great Gatorade. Lots of shots for sure. 12-5. Most of the shots coming from the Hong Kong Panda. I guess that's not a surprise to you as well, right?
They're going to shoot lots. They have 2 power plays already. They are going to let it go.
And after the Toro Bulls and Aviator series has already ended, those 2 teams will take a break this week. The finals next Monday. We'll talk about a little more about that later on in the game. But first here is Ryan Wong. Ryan Wong circles around, gets it to Wilcox. Wilcox sends it back to Ryan Wong with a one-timer. That one's blocked, deflected. That's Ryan Wong trying to get past a couple of defenders into the attacking zone, but play was offside. 11:03 to go in the opening period. No scores. Brett Wilcox on the ice again. He is paired up with Brendan Lui and Ryan Wong. That seems to be their top line. And Chris Antonelli playing their second line. Just 2 full lines with 10 players on the Black Dragon bench. We have a significantly fuller bench on the other side of the rink. And the Hong Kong Pandas having most of their players. The notable omission of Jovi Watts, number 61. One of their star players during the regular season. Here's Joe Cheng. Cheng moves in. Tripped up by the goalie. We had the Hong Kong Panda bench calling for a penalty, but no calls by the referee. Here's Kersons with another shot. That one blocked. Black Dragons trying to get out of their own zone. Kersons with the puck. Steals it. Kersons from behind the net. Eschleman waiting. Tries to get it back to Olsen, and Olsen not quite at the position Kersons wanted him to be. But now a very, very quick turnover, a quick transition back up into the attacking zone. And now T-Lock getting the puck in. Checked by Tom Allen. Allen to Olsen. Olsen into the attacking zone. To Kersons, back to Olsen with a shot. That one saved by the goalie. Goalie quickly steered it away. Goalie is now down and chaos ensues. No goal. A lot of chaos going on in front of the Black Dragon net. Look at that save by Rexton Choi. Rexton, not only was he alert on the initial shot, he was also well prepared for the ensuing rebound shots. 9:17 to go in the opening period. 17-7 the shot count. Black Dragons working their way up into the neutral zone. Now they do. But he lost the puck to number 22, Yam Yi. Yi to Andrew Lee. Lee tries to get it back to 57 Warren Lai. Lao Chi Lock. That's the second line for Black Dragons. Usually in the regular season, players would be really happy when there's just two full lines. Captains always say more ice time, lots of ice time for everyone. But on a playoff game where it matters the most, here's Patton Lai with a breakaway chance. Patton Lai with speed coming in. No shot. He was the puck was stripped away from him by number 22 Yam Yi. Great work by Yam Yi with the hustle. Here's Olsen. Olsen to Andrew Lee, missed the pass. Lee slams the puck back to Olsen behind the net. Olsen centering pass with a shot, no shot. That's Hurton Cheng almost had a shot on the goalie with a great opportunity. But it was Ryan Wong who was there to break up the play. Ryan Wong. Brandon Lloyd, Red Wilcox. Wilcox trying to work his way in. Gave the puck away, and now we have a 2-on-2. 3-on-2. Eshelman with a one-timer. And Olsen, great save by Rexton Choi. Eshelman with another shot. This one deflected out of bounds. Great defensive plays by the Black Dragons, and even better performance from the goalie in Rexton Choi.
And again, goaltending. Wow, big save.
I wish I could do some of that. Look at that. Back to Whitney Olsen. Stoned by Rexton Choi. Right there. Been a while since Black Dragons had another shot on the net on Moses Fung. Shot count 20-7. As the shot count grows. Ryan Wong loses the puck. Here's Red Wilcox. Wilcox go in. And Moses Fung turns away the puck. Here's the shot by Brandon Lloyd. Great save by Moses Fung. Nice pass to Olsen. Goalie doesn't swallow the puck up. Instead steals the puck away to his teammate. Ryan Wong, cross-ice feed, tipped away, out of bounds. Face-off win by the Hong Kong Panthers, just stripped away by Red Wilcox. Wilcox centering pass to Ryan Wong. Puck stolen by Kersons. Kersons to Eshelman to Olsen. Glove saved by Rexton Choi. I get a feeling it's going to be Rexton Choi's night in terms of the number of highlight reels plays we have on our system. 6:27 to go in the opening period. Eshelman turns around. Here's Kersons with a wraparound. Also saved by the goalie. Pan is playing like it's a power play. Black Dragons having a lot of trouble. Now they have it out into the attacking zone. Brendan Lui Tries to get it to Wilcox. Now we have a turnover. Olsen gets it in. Pass Ikeda. Olsen with the shot, and they score. Panda struck first in this game between these two teams. Olsen with the shot all alone. He went past Ikeda, and Ikeda wasn't able to catch up to him as he was just off the bench. Couldn't quite keep up with the speed of Olsen, and Olsen puts it past Rex and Chui for the first goal of the game. Ikeda playing as a defender. Oh, loses the puck. Andrew Lee goalie played the puck and kept it for a face-off. I was saying Ikeda was forced to play as a defender today alongside with Brendan Loy, if I'm reading it correctly. Chris Antonelli up front, Lucas Lau Chilok up front, so I'm pretty sure. No, Isaac Chan, not Brandon Loy. Playing D alongside with Ikeda. Here's another save by Rexton Chui. And if you look at the Black Dragon roster, Sean Navin, he's out. Jaden Yung, haven't seen him for a long time. But the main omission here is certainly going to be Ben McCaskill and Joseph Latour. These two, the heart and soul of the team. And when these two are paired up with Rhett Wilcox, as we saw a couple of weeks, just last week, they're a force to be reckoned with. Very effective trio of players. Isaac Chan turns around, finds protection of the goal frame. Now he runs into trouble, gets it to Ikeda, loses it to Persons. Isaac Chan to Red Wilcox. Wilcox, he's on the ice all the time. Ryan Wong, nice move there. Wilcox picks it up. Wilcox moves in with a shot, and he flips the goalie's water bottle, and he scores the game-tying goal. Rhett Wilcox working his magic.
That's the first shift tonight he's beaten by himself or got loose. That's just the first shift they've been all over him.
Look at him weave. Finds that tiny sliver of space between the head and the shoulder of the goalie, and he just roofed it. 1-1 tie, and it just shows you again how dangerous Rhett Wilcox is. And almost scores another one, but the puck trickled along the goal line as Moses Fung was able to make the save. Here is Eschleman with a shot, saved by Rexton Chui. Eschleman still with the rebound to Kersons. Kersons looking for Olsen. Olsen with a shot, this one blocked and deflected. Let's take a look at another look at that near goal by the Black Dragons again. This time the puck just trickled along the goal line as Moses Fung lost his balance. Very dangerous player we have here in Rhett Wilcox. Jonathan Yu, Burton Cheng, back to you. Here comes Rhett Wilcox again. Wilcox try to get it to Brendan Loy. Now we have number 7, Ryan Lee. Wilcox to Brendan Loy. Loy to Ryan Wong. Look at Rhett Wilcox. He just seems to be that certain long-eared animal banging on a drum. The older people would probably understand what I was referring to. Younger would not have known. Olsen from behind the net tries to get the puck to Estrelman. Long shot, this one went wide. Olsen to the puck. Finds Kersons. Kersons move past one. Gets it back to Estrelman with a shot. This one wide. The goalie might have had a piece of it, but puck went out of bounds for a face-off in the Black Dragon zone. 30-13, the shot count.
Clogging up the neutral zone. Canada clogging up that neutral zone. No room.
The linesman helping Rexton Chui with his mask. It's going to be a problem with one of the clips or the straps. That's fixed, and we now have game. 2 minutes and 1 second of game to be exact. Estrelman flips it to Allen. Allen with the shot. Olsen tried to redirect, but goalie held on to it for another face-off. Brutal game for the Black Dragons as they were badly outshot. 31 shots already. And I don't even know if that's a correct count, but they got one down. And who is that? Well, player down. Thanks to Timmy Poon, still very used to talking off the air. Oh, here's Kersons with a shot there. Somehow the puck didn't go in. Here's another one. Don't have time for gossips yet. Let's get back to the shot for now. Figure out what happened to the Kersons shot.
What a save.
Was it even a save?
That was a save, a glove save.
Whoa, right there. Glove save. Person had it for sure, I
Will
thought.
that come back and haunt them?
And we were talking off the air about the availability of players. The Black Dragons started with 10 players, and then Ikeda joined a little late. So they had 11 players for a few minutes, and now they're down 10 again. I can't see the name of the player, but he's right behind us. He's laying down on the bench, not feeling particularly well. So it's probably not an injury, but if that's a condition, we can get it fixed. Maybe he can get back on the ice a little later on today. Right now, the Black Dragons are now back down to 10 players again. If I have to count the numbers, that would probably be Pattern Live. Number 16, because I don't see him around. And I can almost confirm, yes, that is going to be number 16, Pattern Live. He is out for now for undisclosed reasons. We have a couple of kids checking him out. Very interested at Pattern Line on the bench. Now with 3 kids attending to Pattern Line, taking a look at him with interest. But Pattern's not looking good. He's not looking good. He's not favoring any part of his body. He might be feeling a little woozy. So we'll wish him all the best so that he can come back into the game because they need him. 39-14 the shot count. Not even the end of the first period and they already have 40 shots on the goalie, Rexton Tui. Now we know Rexton can take some shots. We know we've seen them playing 60 shot, 70 shot games, but 40 in the first period. If the pace continues on, it's going to, score some records. In the club league on Saturday, the record was 101 shots in a single game, and that was a really lopsided game. So my way of doing math is simple. 40 shots in the first period, multiply that by 3 and you get 120. 10.9 remaining in the first period, and by the way, going into the second period, we will have a new arrangement for today's game because we don't have a second game today. We will have a Zamboni cleaning up the ice midway through the second period. The rules are a little complex. We'll not bore you with that yet, but when it comes, it's going to be there because we're going to be munching on our snacks and pizzas and whatnot. But that's it for the first period. 1-1 to score, but 39-14 is the shot count. That's the news. Take a short break. We'll be right back. Welcome back, folks. This is the semifinal between the Hong Kong Panda and the Black Dragons. This is the third game of the best of 3 series. Both teams are tied at 1 game apiece. And this is a crucial game for these two teams. My name is Scott Yang alongside with Tim Poon. We'll be watching the game along with you guys wherever you are. It's one of our there's more people watching online than normal today, given the importance of the game. There's 31 of you watching on YouTube. So thanks for watching, and somehow the puck didn't go into the net. Here's Moses Fung. Here's the shot. Moses Fung gloved down the puck the last second, and that was against Ryan Wong. Here is Tom Allen with speed on the left side, coming in, centering pass, finds no one. Ikeda intercepts, tries to bang it out into the neutral zone, but the Pandas kept it in the zone. Olsen looking for Allen. Allen with the puck, back to Olsen, to Kersons. Kersons skating into the slot, trying to get it back to Olsen. Olsen with the puck, moving back towards the blue line to Allen. Allen to Kersons. Esterman moving, crisscrossing play with Kersons and Eshleman Olsen with a shot, and they score. 2-1 game for the Hong Kong Pandas. You see Rexton Choi moving from the right to the left. Puck coming up, and it finds near side top corner. And in that position, he has to be giving up some space in both corners. Is he trying to protect the post and the sides of the net? And if anything, that was more of a great shot than a goalie mistake. It was just very, very accurately placed by Whitney Olsen. And he must have put in a lot of work in his new shop in that certain shopping mall in Cowan Bay, with all those training equipment from boats. Two-one to score. Brett Wilcox is now on the bench, taking a well-deserved break. Ryan Lee on the right side, dumping it back for Antonelli. Ryan Lee gave the puck away to Karl Mock. Mock started the season playing alongside Whitney Olsen and Joby Watt. And I believe midway through the season, he had his own line. I do not see that as a demotion, as he was then paired up with Kersons. And when the Hong Kong Pandas was in the darkest times, where they didn't have Kersons and they don't have Voronov, Karl Mock stepped it up, and now Patterly is putting the jersey back on. He's standing up behind us now, looking like he's okay. So he's going to be joining his team. I think his team needs everyone on board, but other than that, I think the Dragons would need another goalie to back Rexton Choi up. The good news for the Black Dragons is that the Hong Kong Pandas, the rate they're racking up, the shot count has dropped a little. They're still having a lot of shots, but it's just that they're not hitting the goalie. So regardless, Rexton Choi is still moving around quite a bit. I just have to wonder when he can get a break. But the good news for him, for Rexton Choi, is today's game, we will have an extra cut of ice here. Zamboni will come out around the midway mark of the second period. I was told by the commissioner on this there's going to be a power play. The power play would finish first before we have the ice cut. So as a goalie, he will have, I don't know, at least 10 minutes of a break there. And when the ice is fresh, it's less tiring for a goalie to move around. Here's a shot by Brandon Lui, and they score, and they tie the game up once again, and they are just not going away. And that's one of the reasons why they are the second seeded team in regulation in the regular season. Look at who initiated the attack. It's behind the net, Brett Wilcox. Makes that perfect pass. And look at the Black Dragon player, how all alone he was. The Black Dragon, the Hong Kong Panda defenders sucked into that hole of watching the puck, or puck watching, as people would like to call this. Just a lapse of attention. And that's what it took, all it took for the Black Dragons to tie the game up. Andrew Lee on the left side. Karl Mock with a shot there, blocked, and going back the other way is Lau Chi Lok. It's a 3-on-2. Lau Chi Lok, cross ice speed onto the right side, and they would pick up the puck. Sends it back the other way. Hong Kong Panda with the puck, puts it out of the zone into the neutral zone. Andrew Lee with the puck coming in down deep. Andrew Lee still with the puck. Joe Chang behind him. No pass there. Looking for the center of the crease there, but no red shirts right now. Still hanging on to the puck. Here is Winston Kwok. Karl Mock. Joe Chang. Chang with the shot. Goalie made the save. Keeps it for a rebound in their own zone. 14-22 in the second period as we near the midway mark of the game.
And although really they're getting outplayed, the Dragons, the longer this stays tied, the more pressure it is really on the Pandas.
And Eshelman gets one, 3-2. Quick answer by the Hong Kong Pandas. Just like that, they're back in the lead with 1 goal. Eshelman, he's all alone on the far side. And number 7, Ryan Lee, did not notice. And when Red Wilcox noticed, it was a little too late. He had to go skate all the way back. And that's Black Dragons' turn to make a defensive mistake there. And somebody should have picked Eshelman up, and he wasn't. And they scored. Here's a shot by Red Wilcox. He was slashed a little. He was waving his hands. The team, Ikeda on the bench, also shouting for a penalty. But the referees did not call one. Now Kersons gets it. Long pass to Olsen. Olsen, a risky pass, trying to get to Eshelman, but Kersons gets it. Kersons still with the puck. Play broken up by Isaac Chan. Joe Chang, Tom Allen, rather. To Olsen, onside play. Very nice play there. To Eshelman. Eshelman with a shot, goes near side, no goal. Rebound picked up at Hong Kong Panda, shoots it in, hits the backboards, but bounced back onto Eshelman's stick. Eshelman gets it out to Tim Hanglin. Hanglin brings the puck back onto the other side. Here is Whitney Olsen. Olsen to Eshelman. No Kersons here, so gets it back to Olsen. Olsen looking for Allen. Eshelman tries to go far side. That one went wide. Olsen going in for a change. In comes Andrew Lee. Here comes Wilcox. 2-on-5. Wilcox getting in some time for his teammates to get into position. And now we have a penalty drawn. It's a slashing call.
I don't want to say that penalty was coming for sure, but that penalty was coming for sure.
Penalty to number 17, Andrew Lee, for the Hong Kong Pandas. Black Dragons getting a break. Yet another chance for them to get even. They're down by a goal. 12 remaining in the second period. Anthony Wong. Quick shot by Brandon Loy on the left side. And here is another penalty. And it's going to be against the Hong Kong Pandas again. And that's going to get interesting. Tom Allen's gone for 2 minutes for a tripping call. And it's going to be a 5-on-3 for a minute 51. Glove save by Moses Fung. He's going to be the key to his 5-on-3 power play. It's a major advantage for the Black Dragons. A full minute 45 to go in the 5-on-3. Very tense moment here. Ryan Lee stumps the puck in the zone, keeps it in, dumps it down deep. Puck goes to the left to Isaac Chan. Chan goes down low to Ryan Wong. Wong to Chan. Chan to Lee. So many Ryans. Here's Ryan Lee with a shot. This one deflected by Yam Yi. The goalie made a save. Minute 24 to go in the 5-on-3. Puck in front of the net. Whitney Olsen clears it. Burns some seconds. Olsen looking back at Greg Roussel. Likely looking for a call. And he didn't get it. Minute 7 to go in the 5-on-3. Black Dragons taking it slow. Here is Wilcox. Not a great pass, but Ryan Wong gets it. Ryan Wong to Isaac Chan. Chan to Ryan Lee, down low to Wilcox. Wilcox to Lee. Lee with a shot. This one deflected by Yan Yi. But bounce off the backboards and back onto the Black Dragons stick. 40 minutes to go in the 5-on-3. Wilcox with a shot. This one deflected but blocked by Kersons. 30 seconds to go in the 5-on-3. Lee with a shot. This one's blocked, and now we have a 2-on-0. Kersons going in all alone with a breakaway. Kersons shoots, and a glove save. And this team screaming for Rex and Choi to play the puck at 15 seconds remaining. Here is Brandon Lloyd with a breakaway chance, but great back-checking attempts by Albert Kersons. 5 more seconds to go in at the 5-on-3. And that would do it, no icing call. And 7 more seconds to the 5-on-4 as the Hong Kong Panda successfully kills both penalties. 5-on-5. Tom Allen. Olsen going in all alone. Gave the puck away to a sliding block. Here is Ryan Wong, number 59, cuts in on the right side. Down deep, wraps around the goal net. 3-2 to score, 9:37 to go. And we will have a Zamboni coming out in the next stoppage, I believe. Here is Eschliman in the corner, squeezed into the corner by 2 black shirts. Here's Tom Allen. Allen goes down low to Eschliman. The Black Dragons gets it, sends it down, back out into the zone. It's not going to be an icing call in front of the net. Goalie makes the save, puck bounce into midair. Still no whistle, 9:05 to go in the second period. Now it's going to be a too many man call. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can count them even now. It's a late call. It should have been called immediately. That's 6 men. And it was either Pattern Lai, Lucas Lau, one of those, and Ikeda. And Ikeda not happy about his teammates. Now Pattern Lai going into the box. And I believe we will have the penalty, the power play completed before we have the ice cut. Or are we going to have the ice cut after the second period? All right, I see the commissioner, the ice cut will be after this power play, I suppose. I think so. That's what our dear honorable league commissioner reading it off his body language. Here's Eschliman, Olsen, Kersons in front of the goalie. A lot of traffic stirred up in front of the goalie in Rex and Choi. that seems to be the strategy for the Hong Kong Pandas. They keep drawing players in front of Rexton Choi, trying to block him. One-timer by Eshelman, fans on the shot. Moses Funk comes out to play the puck back to Olsen. Minute 24 to go in the power play. Coming out, very, very experienced play there. Moves past the second player, tries to get it out to Eshelman. Here is Ikeda. Sends the puck around the board and finds Olsen on the other team. Andrew Lee out-muscled. Sends it down low. And the Black Dragons go for a change here. Lucas Lau goes in, out comes Wilcox. Olsen, move past Wilcox. Cutting in with a shot, goalie made the save. Ikeda protecting the puck, now tapped along the boards. Sends it the other way, sends it back out. Olsen's shot stops it with a shot, glove down by the goalie in Rexton Choi. 47 shots on Rexton Choi. I guess that's an improvement in terms of play by the Black Dragons. 39 shots allowed in the first period, only 9 in the second. But the gap between these two teams is still huge. 48 to 23 is the shot count, and Ben McCaskill is still nowhere in sight, so we just have to assume he's out tonight. But we have seen, actually quite recently, player making the game just around the third period. So it is a thing. And here's a goal by the Hong Kong Pandas in the power play. Power play goal, it seems like it's going to be going to Albert Skersons. And Karl Mark in front of the net, look how he's all open. And he did his job, he kind of distracted goalie. And that should do it for the first half of the game. We will now have the ice cleaned. We have 7 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the second period. 4-2 is the score. And we'll take a break. Any comments before we go into the break? Mr. Food?
Again, goalies, huge difference in this game. Usually we are at 9 goals by now. And we're at 6, so again, defense and goalies winning here.
Well, what sure is the Black Dragons play a much better game in the second period, but unfortunately for them, they're down by 2 again. We'll take a quick break. When the ice is cleaned, we'll be back with more HKL action here at Low F Rink. The game is also brought to you by Hockey Worldwide, your #1 source for international hockey news. Follow the IIHF World Championships in Switzerland on Hockey Worldwide. Go look for them on your favorite social media platform. I believe their #1, or the preferred platform is Instagram, so go look them up, Hockey Worldwide. And again, thanks to Gatorade for being such a great partner, the official sports drink of the HKL. Thanks for support for this season, and we look forward for you guys joining us again next season. And of course, if you're watching and you want to support the league, whether you want to support physically with physical help with services, or if you want to support monetarily with Kaching cash, you're more than welcome. Just visit HongKongLeague.com or visit the HKCIHA.com. That's the official website for the Ice Hockey Association of Hong Kong, China. Time is 7:10 remaining the second period. Black Dragons versus the Hong Kong Pandas. It's the third and final game in the 3-game series. The winner will play next Monday, May the 25th, in the gold medal game. The bronze medal game will come next after the gold medal games. We already know the Toro Bulls will be the opponent of the winners of today's game. And the Aviators will be playing the bronze medal game. And here's Kirsten coming in. Kirsten's with a shot. Quick shot and a quick save by the goalie in Rexton Chui. Still 6 players on the Black Dragon bench. And for the Hong Kong Pandas, they even have Titless Joe, the backup goalie. Shout out to Evan Thorpe, my longtime friend and a longtime veteran player / goalie here in Hong Kong, China. I believe he's off for a work trip for an extended period of time. He won't make it back for the final, so he's out of the season. Surely, unless he loses his job, which is a joke. No. Esselman coming in with a nice move. Another move centering past the Cursons. And here is Wilcox with the puck. Wilcox to Ryan Wong, back to Wilcox with a shot! Goalie made the save. 4-2, still the score, 5:42 to go in the second period. Here is Ryan Lee with a shot. Rebounded by Ryan Wong. Cursons into the corner. Trying to bring it back to Allen, but intercepted by Ryan Wong. Ikeda. Down onto the right side, a lot of traffic in front of the goalie, Moses Fung. Here's Pattern Lee. Gave the puck away to Cursons. Cursons took a little high stick there, very minor one, not unnoticed by the referee. Pattern line. Trying to work for a breakaway opportunity. Hurton Cheng is there. Hurton Cheng gave it away to Antonelli. Here's Lau Chi Lok. Back to Antonelli. Lau Chi Lok, Antonelli, and Pattern line. Very, very difficult job. Their job is surely to hold the fort until their first line and Rhett Wilcox can get back onto the ice, because it is pretty clear that Rhett Wilcox is going to be the key for the Black Dragons today if they want to win. Down by 2 goals now. Zhou Cheng on the right with the puck. Centering pass to Tim Anglin. Andrew Lee centering pass picked up by Lau Chi Lok to Ikeda. Ikeda stops to Lau Chi Lok. Lok goes into the slot area. Isaac Chan trying to pick up the puck. Lost possession to Zhou Cheng. Cheng, it's a 3-on-2. Zhou Cheng moves down along the boards on the right side. Cheng circles around, still going around, turns around with a shot. This one blocked by the goalie. Black Dragons down by 2 goals, 3.5 minutes to go. Lau Chi Lok goes in for a change, exhausted. Isaac Chan cuts past the blue line with a shot of his own. Gloves down by the goalie, and there is a whistle and some extra action, and there will be a power play. Penalty is probably going to be assessed on the person. Let's see if we can pick up that action from this angle here. Now the goalie had made the save. Look at Persons with that little shot there on the left side of the screen, and that's what it took. It's a roughing call. Greg Roussel, the referee, was right there, so it's probably justified. Now Black Dragons have a power play. 4-2 to score. Olsen coming in. Olsen and Wilcox tangled along the boards. Wilcox moved past one. Ryan Wong. Still with Ryan Wong with a shot. Goalie made the save. Zhou Cheng. Now one thing I will say about Rep Wilcox is we know how good he can be. We've seen him score, 9 points in a game, or was it 11? I forgot. 9. I'm pretty sure it's 9 or 11. 9 points in a game to take the regular season scoring title lead. We know how good he can be. But usually he is not the type of player who would dangle past all 5 players and then dangle past the goalie and for tap in. He trusts his teammates and line mates, makes passes no matter who's on the line. I would say if I was one of his line mates, he would pass me the puck. I'm pretty sure. But when you watch him play, I think it's a very good example on how great players should play, because he understands it's just not a one-man game or one-man team. He needs to rely on his player. And so you see the Ryans, Ryan Wong, Ryan Lee, all regular recipients of his passes. So that's a great work of a great trust and great teamwork. And it also sets the tone for the remaining of the season, and that's why you see the Black Dragons is one of the better performing teams in the league. Here's Ryan Wong again. And of course, one of the reasons why we have the HKL is for the younger players here in Hong Kong to make that transition into adult hockey. Because in a lot of times when you play youth hockey, all you need to do is to dangle past every single body, make all the trick moves you know are known to mankind, and score a very pretty goal. And in a lot of times, those plays do not translate into the adult world. The play style is completely different, and we've seen a lot of players making that transition successfully. And with the Black Dragons, I think Red Wilcox and Ben McCaskill as well, been doing a great job coaching and training these younger players to play a better style of ice hockey. And that also translates to when they go back to the under 18 teams on Saturdays and in the World Championships, we have a better play level as a whole. And that's the second period, 4-2 to score.
We're going to see a third period. I think that's going to be full of defensive plays, and it's going to be really tough for the Black Dragons to get through that defense.
If the Black Dragons were to come back, were to mount a comeback, what do some things have to happen?
They have to get their shots on the net, number one, but they also have to get someone in front of their goalie, because right now, as you can see everything, they're not getting through, and both their goals have resulted as a result of shots that were kind of unseen or screened by them before they had a bit of a screen.
What about the play of these two goalies, Moses Fung and Rex Chui?
They both played really good. I think we can see that, again, 6 goals when we usually have 10 by this time shows that the defenses are trying. A lot of block shots too.
I'm pretty sure if I were in one of these nets, the total score count for tonight would have exceeded 30 by now. So great job, these two goalies, and Moses Fung and Rexton Chui. And now that's the third and final regulation period, 4-2 to score. If the Black Dragons can come back, I hope they do, because it would make for a very, very interesting overtime period. But first, the Black Dragons will have to solve. Moses Fung is having a heck of a game here tonight. And really, Red Wilcox will need a little more support. Second line for the Black Dragons. Doing a great job. Oh, here's Ikeda with an elbow. That one uncalled. And now we will have a delayed penalty assessed by Greg Roussel, but it would not have been for the elbowing call on Ikeda. But instead, it would be on number 92, Anthony Wong for the Black Dragons. So the Black Dragons were going into the box anyway. So now Anthony Wong is going in instead of Ikeda. That was an elbow to the head too, so it could have been much worse. Eshelman to Olsen. Olsen to Allen. Sends it down low to Kirsten. Centering pass with a backhand shot. Saved by the goalie. And I haven't been pressing the highlight button a lot since the middle of the second period. That basically sums up that part of the game. Not much has been going on. It's a lot of back and forth action. As the Black Dragons improve on their defensive play, they're frustrating the Hong Kong Pandas. They're having more bodies tonight. And of course, with more bodies on the team, the players will have more endurance, more energy to play in the game. Here is a long wrister, and the goalie made another save. Still very sharp, Rexton Choi in the third period, despite having already made 55 saves, or rather 51 saves already. .05 remaining in the power play. 4-2 to score. And welcome to all 43 viewers on YouTube. Thank you for each and every one of you. Shout out to those who are watching from overseas. You know who you are, whether you're working overseas on a work trip, you're living somewhere else, or you've stayed in Hong Kong before, and Now you've moved, relocated somewhere else. Here's the shot, hit the post. Back to Rhett Wilcox. To Ryan Lee. Centering pass. Kirstens picks it up. Kirstens moves in with a shot. This one deflected out of bounds with a face-off in the Black Dragon zone. 4-2 to score. 17-17 to go in the period. And just 10 more seconds to go in the power play. Hong Kong Panda in trouble here. Zhou Cheng chases the puck in his own zone. Flips it to Andrew Lee. Karl Mock sends it the other way. Now Lau Chi-Lok has it. Antonelli with a shot. Pad saved by Moses Fung. Antonelli tripped up. No calls there. Now here comes Andrew Lee. 2-on-1 opportunity. Andrew Lee with a shot. Blocker saved. Lucas Lau picks up the puck. Now moves it up. Lucas Lau to Antonelli. Try to get it back to Lucas. Lau Chi-Lok keeps it in the zone. It very quickly gave away possession to Zhou Cheng. 16:24 to go. Now both teams back to 5-on-5. Zhou Cheng, 3-on-2 opportunity. Zhou Cheng, still Zhou Cheng, nowhere to go into the slot area, so it cuts down to the right side. Ikeda loses the puck out to Kim Hanglin. Hanglin to Kauma. Ikeda picks it up. Ikeda to Antonelli. In front of the net, the Black Magic. No, Black Dragon. Sorry, Black Magic is a brand in use. They're not sponsoring anything. It's just a brand for video equipment.
Black Magic is a brand for something else.
We try to work through those equipment all the time, and I'm losing my memory as I age. You see the names of the players now. I'm getting the team names wrong. Something is very wrong with me. Here's Certain Chang with a long shot through traffic too. Great selection of shot here. At least 3 bodies in front of the goalie. Now finding Black Dragon get it out. Now it's in my brain. I can't get it out. Lau Chi-Lok to Lucas Lau. Lucas Lau with a shot. Blocker save by the goalie. Here's Ron Lee with another shot. Also another blocker save. Moses Fung playing on his tiptoes today. Ryan Lee again. Surprisingly, we're not seeing a lot of Rhett Wilcoxes here in this third period. Mostly we're seeing Orions, Ryan Lee and Ron Wong. And a reminder to our dear viewers, there is no second game today. This is the only game we have on the menu today. Hong Kong Panda with a shot glove down by Rexton Tree for a face-off with 14:18 to go in regulation. It's amazing how the series have shaped up. Hong Kong Pandas having such bad luck in the regular season. They lost their top star in Albert Persons for a long-term injury. They lost their star replacement in Pavel Boronov. And the Black Dragon scores.
Great passing by Black Dragon. By number 59, right?
It's another attack initiated by Rhett Wilcox. He's right in there on the left side, made that great pass. and trusts on his teammates to do the rest. And now it's a one-goal game. Here is Wilcox fully rested. Ryan Wong back to Wilcox, to Wong again. Unable to make the pass. Here is Olsen. All of a sudden, these teams have a sense of urgency in their play. Here is Ryan Lee. Lee to Wilcox. Wilcox down low. Down low, Wilcox to Andrew Wong. Anthony Wong instead. Wong to Ryan Lee. Back of the net. Anthony Wong to Wilcox in the slot. Shoots. Goalie make the blocker save. Here's another shot. Very busy time for Moses Fung, the goalie. Here's another shot. Ryan Lee keeps it in the zone. From behind the net, unable to make the pass. Puck gave up to safety. Oh, he gives it up to Hong Kong Panda. Here is Curson, spins around. Curson with a shot. Unable to hit the net, and puck was out of bounds, out of play for a face-off in the Dragon zone. .43 to score, 57-40 in shot count. But I shouldn't say just, but it is just 17 shots separating these two teams. Black Dragons have come a long way since the first period. It was not a good period for them, as they were badly outshot. But ever since they have their 11 players, somehow they made a big difference. .12.5 minutes to go in the game. Antonelli tried to chip it out of their own zone. Now Keita does. Oh, number 11, Lau Chi Lok gets a 3-on-1 opportunity. Lau Chi Lok with a shot saved by Moses Fung. Lau Chi Lok with his own rebound, tries a centering pass, unable to make the pass. Picked up by Tom Allen. Allen with the puck. Goes the other way. Pestered by Lau Chi Lok from behind. Tom Allen looking for an option. Now he finds one in Yam Yi to Olsen with a one-timer, and goalie makes it save. 4-3 still to score, under 12 minutes to go.
Quick changes for both teams here. You can see that teams are getting a little tired, and they really are trying to use their benches. Yeah, it's running clock in hockey.
Persons with the puck. So Persons. Gets it out to Olsen with a shot. This one wide. Goalie might have had a piece of it. Persons. Top of the slot with a shot. Blocker saved by the goalie. Taken down. And that would be a penalty against the Black Dragons. Delay penalty. Joe Cheng with the puck. Cheng sends it down to Olsen. Now they're 6-on-5. The Persons with a shot, and they score. Goal scored during the delayed penalty. Nice cross-ice pass. One times it. Superstar Albert Persons, and he scores. Here's that pass again. Look at Persons right there alone. Again, noticed by Rhett Wilcox, but then it was too late. You can't give Albert Persons that freedom and that time to make that shot. Again, it's a lapse of focus on the Black Dragons side. And just like that, the Hong Kong Pandas regained that 2-goal lead over the Black Dragons. Very interesting game so far. A lot of shots by these teams and some very lopsided shots on goals figures, but when you look at the score, the actual goals that were scored, the difference not that big between these two teams. Now here's Olsen with a breakaway chance! Olsen with a shot saved by the goalie. Olsen with an own rebound, gets it out to Carmack with another shot. That one went wide. Here is another shot. Here is Hurton Cheng, another shot gloved down by a goalie. Such great saves by the goalie. We'll play both for you. The first one, that breakaway chance by Whitney Olsen. And in the second, it's a shot right here with a huge glove on the rebound. Wow. I think Keith Fong, even if you put Keith Fong in the net, he wouldn't be able to do it. It's no way, no chance, zero chance. By 3, the score. Black Dragons down by 2. Time to become desperate. Sure, Rhett Wilcox is resting up so he can be sure he can be on the ice for the entirety of the final minutes here in this period. Persons with a shot and they score another. That's 3-goal lead now for the Hong Kong Panda. It's pretty fair to say it's probably, maybe, just maybe, over?
I'm not betting against him, that's for sure.
Jared Kersons with a direct shot. I think the goalie had a clear view of the shot. He does. It just Kersons beating him clean. So now it's a 3-goal game. You can tell the Black Dragons are not giving up. Chill up now. Carmack, England. Unable to hang on to the puck. Black Dragons sends it back out into the neutral zone. It's going to be an offside call against the Pandas. 8:56 to go. What do you think about the referee so far this game?
They kept everything in control as much as they can. I think they probably don't want to get too involved in this game. Pretty nicely.
If I asked you to pick one particular thing to criticize each of the referees, what would you say to them?
In this game, I haven't really seen anything, but I would say...
You know it's a trap, do you? Don't say anything. Right in front of us is a huge hit. The kid being run into the boat by Andrew Lee. It's Ryan Lee. Red Wilcox. Brandon Lloyd gave it away. Anthony Wong trying to find Rhett Wilcox. No icing call. 6-3 the game. 8 minutes to go. I wonder, Rhett Wilcox will stay on the ice for the remaining entire 8 minutes. That's something for us to keep an eye on. Joe Chang with a shot deflected behind the net. Another rebound shot from the other side of the rink. Still saved by the goalie. 6-3, 7:37 to go.
I think you're going to see more and more get better passes. Try and get something open.
Ben McCaskill shows up all of a sudden. Do you think they have enough time to turn it around?
The rules, I think, say that he cannot play this game. He didn't show up for the second period. I think it's the latest he can play.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
That's I believe, is at least power play hours, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Oh, I think I've heard of that before.
I think it's after the second period.
Good to have a referee with us here. Now Joe Cheng coming in again. Joe Cheng with a sharp angle shot, deflected by the goalie. Tom Allen. Liam Yi. Yi cutting in. 3-goal lead, this Panda team. Gonna hang on to the 3 goals. Play passively on British terms. Park the bus. Park the bus. Park the bus. Or did it go for it? Potential offside play. Shot on the goalie. Tom Allen keeping it in the zone, sends it down low for Joe Cheng. Joe Cheng found the puck, gets it to Eschliman. Cross ice pass and it's unsuccessful. Here comes the back Dragons down by 3 goals. Ryan Lee couldn't get past. There's a tendency for younger players to go back onto their old habits. Especially, we've talked about that last week, especially in situations like these. When you're down by a bunch of goals and you kind of go back to what you feel the most comfortable. That is to run around everyone, dangle past every single player, try to do everything on your own.
That's just the maturity level. You're trying as hard as you can. You have a tendency to try and keep the
and right here is a really bad goal if you look at it from this angle. Look at the three red shirts with just one black shirt in between them. The tic-tac-toe, they don't need it. They don't even need it. Yeah, they have a toe. Tic-tac-toe play. And the goalies could not save it at all because everything's stacked against the goalie. And when you're the defender on a 3-on-1 situation, the second you go down to try and block a shot or a save, that becomes a 3-on-0. Here's Kersons again. 4-goal game, despite the heroic efforts of Rexton Toy. Black Dragons now down by 4. If you look at a game just by the seeding of these teams, it is an upset. The 3rd-ranked Hong Kong Pandas not supposed to win the series if you look at stats only. But here they are defying all odds. The background is Brett Wilcox, spinning move, going in, cross ice pass. You know, look at Wilcox, even in this situation, he decides to trust his teammates. He doesn't want to be the player who scores everything, even though you know he can. But you can see he's all tired now. I think he's been on the ice since, 3 minutes ago, and he hasn't gone out yet. Very interesting series for sure. The Pandas won the first game of this. The Panda won the first game of the series 7-5. Then losing game 2 8-5. It's always been a close series between these two teams. And this is the 3rd game and final game of the series. This is going to decide which team gets to play in the finals. And once again, the gold medal game next Monday at 8:30 here in Lohass Rink. the second game, we don't know when. But it's going to be after the gold medal games and the award presentations. So if you like any one of these players, perhaps, oh, another goal by the Pandas. Everything is going the wrong way for the Dragons. And it's showing. All smiles for Whitney Olsen. Expect a very chatty Whitney Olsen after the game. These guys love their ice hockey. So, oh, here, look at Olsen again, all alone on the far side, and it's not a power play. So, that it just shows you, when your defensive effort takes a nap, it's going to burn you. And in this case, the opportunity to secure a berth in the gold medal game is just gone. With 5 goals between these two teams, I do not see how the Black Magics are going to come back, even if you have the Catskill, and even, I don't know, and add in Lucier from the Aviators. I don't think they'd have enough time to score 5 in 2.5 minutes. Or maybe if we had Connor McDavid, that's a maybe. .2:17 to go. Shot count 64-43. A minute 37 to go. Here is Eschliman. Sharp angle shot near side wide. Both teams gave their best. Even the Hong Kong Panda players, they're looking visibly exhausted by now. More seconds to go in regulation time. Nine more seconds and that should do it for this game. 8-3 to final. Congratulations to the Hong Kong Panda. They are advancing to the gold medal game next Monday.
Pretty complete game by Hong Kong Panda. Defensively, offensively, and I guess the defense.
Final score 8-3. These teams will be back next Monday, but playing other teams. The Hong Kong Panda will be playing in the gold medal game. First game next Monday here in Lohass Rink. The second game will be the bronze medal game between Black Dragons and the Aviators. Do show up and support your coaches, your players, your sons, your lovers, or your favorite players. Or just come out here and support me and Timmy Moon here. And that's next Monday, May the 25th, at the season finale, the final weekend. And after that, we will be going into break for the off season. That should do it for today's game. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. My name is Scotty Yang, on behalf of Timmy Poon and the rest of the folks here tonight, and goodbye.